All right, Doherty family, in this second video, I'm going to pick up where I left off, and we're going to focus in again on how we're going to implement this pilot model, this unique way of delivering remote instruction. So what we're doing at Doherty is a little bit different than what you're going to see at most of the other schools, and I'm just kind of walking through those other components. In addition to the small group Zooms where our teachers individualize instruction and focus their Zoom time and differentiation, you're also going to continue to have your specials via Zoom. So kids will continue to log in at their normal specials time for that consistent creative opportunity for specials. And then finally, another component, a fifth component, is our morning announcements will be on demand and available in Canvas pages. So that's how we're going to accomplish success with your students and together. What you need to know next is really some next steps. Next steps in terms of what to pay attention to and how we're going to help ensure that we have a smooth transition from hybrid learning to our remote learning. And so these right here are some big dates this week to pay attention to. Number one, Wednesday, November 4th is the day that you're going to be able to pick up your kids' materials. Materials like books, whiteboards, school supplies, anything your kid is going to need to be successful over the next 3 weeks in remote-only instruction. Thursday the 5th and Friday the 6th, your child's classroom teacher is going to schedule a Zoom with you. And the purpose of that Zoom is to help you with the transition and know what to expect. This week, service providers are going to send Zoom times to you that will begin on Monday, November 9th. In addition, this week, primary teachers are going to be sending a Google form to request your ideal small group Zoom times for your kid. Monday, November 9th, we're going to launch our small group Zoom schedule across the building. And then Wednesday, November 11th, there's going to be a live Zoom opportunity with me where I can answer some of your questions. So those are big dates to pay attention to. I want to drill deeper into the Doherty material pickup that's taking place this Wednesday, November 4th. From 9 to 11, we are inviting second grade families to come to the building and pick up materials. From 10 to noon, we're inviting first grade families. From 11 to 1, we're inviting kindergarten families. Now, a couple things I want you to keep in mind, some special notes. These are our ideal times. So if you can make these times, that's perfect. That's going to help us space things out throughout the day to make sure that people aren't clogging the parking lot, to make sure we're not too close to each other. But if you need to make a different time between 9 and 1, that is totally fine. Second thing I want you to know about this is a communication is going to come to you tomorrow or early Wednesday morning about the pickup process so that you know what to expect. And then finally, if you can't make these daytimes, we'll have a late evening pickup time available from 7 to 8:30 on Wednesday, November 4th. So that's a little bit about Doherty material pickup. Next thing I want you to know is about service provision. So our social worker, Jordan Rosenzweig, our resource room teacher, Julie Walton, speech and language, Andrea Messel, English as second language, Nancy Goldstein, and reading specialists, Lauren Bruta, Lisa Reed, and Cindy Carson. They're all going to be reaching out to you. We think it's important that your kids' time with them is protected. So they're going to be reaching out to you via email. And in that email, they're going to give you a Zoom time for your child that's going to take place on a regular basis. So Mondays at 2, Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays at 11, whatever it may be, please take note of that time and write that time down. Write it down, record it so that you have it, because that's going to help you figure out when to coordinate your ideal small group Zoom times with classroom teachers. Again, these are Zoom times reserved for personalized work with your child. Not every child in the building has service provision. You know if your child does, you've already been communicated with, but I just want you to keep an eye out for that email. Next, I want everybody to pay attention to a Google form that's going to look something like this that your child's primary classroom teacher is going to send home. And in that form, it's going to ask you, what are the best possible times for your child's teacher to schedule a small group Zoom, where you can guarantee that your child's going to be able to get on that Zoom and your child's teacher can provide differentiated instruction, individualized feedback to really help your child grow as a learner, and also, most importantly, to connect with your child as a person. So look for that